Hello, my name is Jamaal Burkmar. I'm a choreographer, predominantly working under the title of Extended Play Dance, and I'm here with Candoco making a show called I Think We Should Start Over. I'm currently wearing some orange trainers and a pair of jeans, and I'm in a pretty nice pink jumper. I'm around 6 foot, brown skin, somewhat of a messy beard and very curly hair.
My name's Caroline and I'm a dancer in the duet by Jamaal Burkmar. I am a white woman in my mid-40s with blonde hair and a tattoo on my left arm.
My name is Maiya. I am also a dancer in this duet, and I am a white woman with brown and blonde hair and a messy bun on top of my pad, and I'm wearing a black velvet tipper with a long braid white top underneath that.
I think that We Should Start Over is a piece about two friends, two co-workers, two people engaging in a conversation for a podcast, and as the piece goes on, they slowly lose control and lose grip over where they even began in the first place.
I would say the piece is about communication. It's about words, rhythms, sounds and music. It's also about the spaces in between. So that could be the spaces in between movement, but also the spaces in between conversation when you're waiting for someone to speak back to you. So that listening, responding process.
So when I get into any process, my two main sort of focuses are on sound and then on the people that I'm working with, and how we can kind of find a space with which all of those different relationships to sound, song and score are interconnected. And yeah, so from there we started to develop a journey of communication, not only with the two characters in the show, but also the two characters with the audience, as well as the two characters with the music. So the piece is almost a duet and a trio, and then almost a group show with everyone who's watching as well.
Jamaal has really given us ownership over the movement. None of the movement has come from him. It's come from us and he's shaped it. The rhythm and the tone and the texture when you're responding to each other, or you're just responding to yourself and what you're doing. So that's been really pleasurable.
We have been exploring the idea of communicator and personal communicator methods for each of us, and how when something is physically rip and bar, and actually what does that mean for movement, and what does that mean for how conversations are received, because it's not about what you say, it's how you say it.
I like that ability to express the emotion of the words and the emotion of the quality of the conversation that's been had in the podcast. And I think that's interesting for me, just that the different layers of emotion and how we can bring that out into the performance.
So there's a really clear musicality at play the whole way through, but it sort of dips in and out of having an abstract relationship to the sound, having a quite literal relationship to the sound, and having quite a gestural and dynamic relationship to the sound. It just sparked a desire for me and the dancers to have conversations about, in this space, in this sort of online space, especially through podcasting, who's talking, what is it they're saying, and how is it that they're saying it.
Everybody seems to be doing podcasts and speaking on podcasts, and there's so much information that we all have so readily available to us, and we've been exploring forms of communication whether that be responding to the tone, whether that be responding to the rhythm or the texture or the physical web.
I also feel like sometimes I'm a conduit for the sounds and the words and the conversation that's happening, that somehow I am translating that through my body, like it's coming in and then going outwards.
So whenever I work with text or whenever I work with sound, playing things over and over again in the studio is a really big important part of the process. It felt that it wasn't enough just to hold the melody of what was being said. We had to really also add and interrogate the meaning of all the different things that were being said.
With working with Jamaal, I have so deeply appreciated the relationship with music and the ability to just get so specific about the musical foundations of the work. And music is just at the heart of my work, so to have the joy of to get to work with that so specifically every single day of rehearsal, I'm like, this is a joy.
Yeah, I felt like he's really listened to our ideas, and it's felt that he's been open to what we bring as artists to the process, and that's been great and just a real pleasure, and I just feel really respected doing this as a team.
It's our work.
Yeah, it's our work, yeah.
This process has sort of existed across 4 weeks with myself, Maiya and Caroline, and so I think beyond just an immediate abstract physical relationship, there's this unquantifiable one that we're all having different relationships with about why the word sorry or the way it's delivered feels different to each one of us. So I think that there's just a wealth of information about my own process that I've been going through for a couple of years that now I just have a load of questions to interrogate that on the next project I do.
I'm excited for so many people to be able to witness the work, because it has so much to take, whether it be the work, whether it be the musicality, the physical shape of what it is, and there feels like there are many different ways for people to connect with it.
Yeah, I'm really excited too about sharing it and about being in the challenge of being in an outdoor space, and about how that will inform the development of the piece as well. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how that's going to play out.